episode of the Rock Report, and this time I got my homie Deuce Cash in the building.
What's up?
Say what up to the people, man. What you got going on, my baby?
It's man Deuce Cash. You know, be your own boss.
BYOB.
Be your own boss. You know?
Represent.
Checking in.
Shit, where can they find you? Where you at? Instagram, Facebook?
I'm on Instagram.
Okay. Make sure your handle on the screen right there.
DET.
All right, that's what's up. Hey, but look, man, I just want to thank you for coming through and blessing the platform, bro. I told my homeboys, like, yo, I got a real down to earth dude coming to the studio tonight. That's not really how I said it though.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you how I really said it.
Okay, let me know.
I told them I got a raw ass street nigga coming on my shit tonight. So they like, look, I'm about to tune in and see what this motherfucker can offer. But I ain't want to sell you short because I know that you also innovative too. So I told them this was gonna be just interesting with a little bitty twist to it. So man, let me ask you a question now, because I know, like, you know, you somebody who really, like I said, you was in the streets, you know what I'm saying? You know what that life is like, but having kids, you know, that really matured your personality a lot, and it allowed you to, like, transition in a way. So for you as a father, like, how do you balance, like, you know, like, cutting old ties with those friendships that you used to have, that old loyalty, and then, like, trying to, like, you know, straighten your lifestyle out for your own family and shit like that? How do you balance that?
Okay, one of the things I have come to realize is friendships are temporary. Once I had my first daughter, and I seen the way she loved me, I you know, it gave me a feeling I never felt before. You know, I was like, damn, I could tell, like, she's looking at my soul, like she had never ever just, like, you know, like, as long as I'm the person I'm supposed to be, I can't see our relationship, you know, ever being, you know, tainted.
Exactly.
So she basically got me right. You know, I had, you know, got a job after that. You know, I'm like, I can't never leave her side. You know, me being a product of not having a father, I had wanted to be one even more, you know, like.
I'm gonna call that the LeBron James effect.
Yeah, you know, I'm okay with anything and LeBron in the same conversation.
Type shit.
You know, so yeah, that pretty much did it. You know, I just want to thank my father for not being there, and you know, it helped me out. You know, and I appreciate him for, you know, giving me this strong will to handle my destiny.
That's what's up, man. And you got, you know, two beautiful daughters too. You know, out of just everything. I feel like everything happened for a reason.
Oh yeah.
And, you know, Kenzie's smart as, how old is she now?
4
years old. So, you know, time for school and shit.
5.
First grade coming up. Type shit.
She in kindergarten. No, preschool. She in pre-K still. She got that late birthday pre-K. Yep. She coming to kindergarten, so she gonna be super advanced.
If it's anything you could change about the school system, like growing up and shit, and then for your own kids, like, what would you add? What would you take away? What would you innovate?
All right, so I'll pretty much take away everything. Elementary, I think elementary should be taught the basics. I think after elementary, no more teaching just general knowledge. I think you should start learning a trade, you know, doing something that's going to benefit you in the long run. Something
that makes sense.
You can fall back on at any time, because, you know, education is not promised. So the quicker you learn a trade or something that you can bring value to your life, I think that the quicker it's possible, you know. And some people do it way before 11, 12, but I think that is the number one thing education has to stop teaching people, how to be obedient to their employer, you know.
I mean, if you think about it, the reason why it's so difficult to teach that, though, is because, like, we go to these public schools, right, where the curriculum is not really, like, it's not around the individual. It's around a group of people. It's like, I got 30 kids in this class. I got to teach them all the same format. Instead of saying, hey, this kid is an engineer, we got to teach him engineer-type curriculums. This kid loves, like, numbers. Like, we should, you know what I'm saying? It's not individualized. So I feel like school as a whole should just be dismantled.
Yeah, that's pretty much... I'm on the same thing, but what I'm saying is it should be some type of general knowledge taught. So school, I understand what you're saying, but I think it's like they should just test people immediately and see where they should be put in the program. You know, where, like, right off the gate, testing them. Okay, this person athletic, this person is this, this person math is this, he's this, he's this, he's this. And then put them in according programs, and I think it will be very successful.
You know what? I ain't going to say it's impossible. I'm going to tell you why it might be difficult. Because you would need to, like, for somebody to care that much about your child, I mean, it's really hard. It's very, very difficult to find passionate people about that. A lot of times, teachers don't even want to teach those curriculums. That's just kind of what the school was missing, and that person has to be qualified. Like, yo, we need you to cover our math type shit, or, hey, we need you to cover English. You know what I'm saying? So it's like this person has to really care about your child. And in order for them to really give a fuck, they got to be getting paid what they think they worth. So that costs money to run a system like that. The typical public school don't have that type of budget to pay individuals with, you know what I'm saying, with the right information to be able to really teach your child that craft type shit. So I feel like that's what will make that a little bit more challenging. Yeah,
but I would never, for my kids, I wouldn't wish public school on nobody. So, first of all, that is not even, I hope don't nobody go to public school. Public school is publicly, you know, have you went to a public restaurant and you went to a private restroom, you're not even restaurant, sorry, and you see the difference. Go to a private restroom and go to a public restroom. You're going to see a hell of a difference.
Okay.
You're going to want to go to that private restroom. All them asses been all on them publics.
And you could tell the difference. Right?
You could just tell the difference. People not going to clean public like they're going to clean private. So public school, I mean, it's good. And it's only going to be what it's going to be because their teachers are not getting paid nothing. That's always something that's going to affect us. The teachers should get pay more than, you know, pretty much anybody because they're bringing up everybody, you know. So it's just like,
I feel like they do got a valuable job, and we do take what they do for like granted. Like
way more than when it's my third grade teacher, Miss Jennings, still to this day has the biggest impact on my life. Like, she taught me, she was teaching me, she understood that I knew math, and she didn't keep me into public standards. She pushed me. So she was like, oh, you get this? Well, let's keep going. So I'm doing work I don't even supposed to be doing, and I'm exceeding. So that was just amazing. So if this video ever even touch her, just know, Miss Jennings,
Miss Jennings, thank you, man. People out there, for you're the type of person I could tell you just reach deeper.
Oh yeah.
I think we all, if we lucky or fortunate enough, have one of those teachers on our way up, K through 12, like that teacher that just reach a little bit deeper type shit. Like even Helios, he told me about the time that, you know, he had a teacher that would come to his crib, pick him up.
Yeah.
Like, no, you coming to school.
Yeah.
Well, I got to make sure those are the people who reach deeper. So it's like, thank you, Miss Jennings. That's her name.
Yes,
we appreciate you, my baby. We appreciate you. But yeah, like I think it's really already too late though.
Yeah.
I think it's too late to
I wouldn't say too late
because the internet here.
It is. So
it's too late.
it's just gonna have to. I think it's gonna be more people that's gonna be able to have a voice.
The platform's gonna have to change.
Yes.
Like we can't teach them like traditional shit. Like fuck that math shit. Let's teach them about the internet, bro.
I don't even think
and how to get better with technology.
I don't even think we need to have classrooms no more. I think everybody should just sign up for Skype.
That shit.
And have a teacher stay at home.
Stay at the crib. Weather conditions here in Michigan, that would improve a lot of shit. Ain't no excuse for you not to do your thing. Now, we providing the Wi-Fi.
Man.
We providing the laptop you working with. Come on now. Ain't no excuse.
None. But you know, that's a hard task.
Yeah.
It's a hard task. But definitely, we need to learn trades. We need to learn economics that's now, not how it's supposed to be or how it was. We need to learn how to be successful at any age that we can be successful at. You know, it's just people only tell you what they think you should know, and that's what we got to stop doing. Like, everybody take every situation as the same situation, like, you know what I'm saying?
They put the past on a pedestal.
Yeah, like
yo, this is what happened before.
So this is
what's really gonna happen again. If you
the classroom,
you know,
come on, now the classroom, in the same classroom since school done started, and no geniuses came out the classroom, all out the basement. You know, like Nobody came out that classroom a genius. It's no genius takes place in there. It's all at the basement, and then they come out the basement and tell you what happened in that basement in that classroom.
Like Einstein. I mean, they put Einstein in special ed. Like he didn't belong in the traditional classroom for sure.
And he didn't.
Get him out of here, type shit.
He did not.
And and it's funny. Like the most successful people was just the people who did not belong in the classroom. Like Will Smith.
Oh yeah.
Was talked about, called weird and shit. Kanye.
Yeah.
Called weird. Like it just don't it make sense in the long run type shit. Like it's like Gary Vaynerchuk said. Like who you are will always play out.
What if that's the problem? What if that is psychologically how they did it? They put the classroom there, so the people that choose to stay there deserve to be there, and the people that break out, they be like, "Damn, these the ones," because we got the system. They be like, "Damn, these the ones right here." You feel me? These the ones.
That makes sense.
Yeah, because you know.
So who's controlling this system?
It might be unspoken, but it could be people.
Hey, what if it is like unspoken, like literally pushed down the pipe, like we don't speak of this.
We don't speak of this. Oh, he's
a
troublemaker. Okay, we got him. That's him.
We gonna get him. Like, yo, we gonna have somebody sideswipe him on 94 today.
Okay, what are you gonna do? Oh, he's gonna be an actor. Okay, what about him? Oh, he's gonna do life. Oh yeah, we want him too.
Man, that is sick. That's sick. Like whoever got an agenda like that, you know what I'm saying? But thankfully, I don't live in that world. Yeah. I live in a very optimistic world. Okay. It's a fun world. Yeah. To just see it like there's nobody holding us back or nobody with a secret agenda against us. I feel like just as human beings, we just all really out for ourselves at the end of the day. So if it's anything that this entity wants, it's more for themselves. Okay. But here's what that entity doesn't get. What that entity doesn't get is just a small portion in a big fucking universe. Okay. You don't control this shit. Okay. You don't control if a tsunami can wipe out thousands or hundreds of thousands. Okay. And your kid might be one of them type shit. You don't. So it's like you could try to grab as much for yourself as you possibly can, but you will never have it all. Mm-hmm. Nature will always balance it back out. And I feel like we headed in a damn good direction from where we was 100 years ago. If you could go back to being 16, what would you change?
Damn. If I can go back to being 16. It's so funny. I would go back to school and take that shit serious. You know what I'm talking about? Okay. And I was just talking all that shit, but I would take that shit a little more serious.
So when you were 16, what year was it?
2005.
05, you was 16 then. Okay, what songs was hot?
06? I don't know. 19.
That's that summer.
Yeah, 06.
06 is the best summer of my life.
06,
I think that was the summer I met you, right?
Yeah, that was the summer I met you. So that was 15.
That was the best
summer
16,
of my life. 07. Yep, 07. 07.
Damn, so you was 15 coming in the backyard hooping and shit?
Yeah, 15.
Damn. Coming down there bullying everybody and shit. I remember I busted your ass in 2K.
Y'all remember that shit?
Hey, I bust his ass.
Off the records.
So you don't remember I busted your ass in 2K?
I can't remember.
The first day we met, he like, oh, you got 2K? Took him downstairs, popped it. It was college. And y'all know what this fuck-faced loser was doing to me? This motherfucker would start punching me because I was winning. He was mad. He was one of them sore losers. You don't remember none of that, huh?
I have no knowledge of this altercation.
Yeah, man. So, I was cold at 2K. You know what I'm saying? But
you weren't really shit.
06 is the best summer of my life.
So we went back to 06 when I was 15. 06 was a bad motherfucker.
It gave me perspective. It's like a checkpoint, like one of those checkpoints in your life.
I had my own crib.
Damn, this motherfucker had his own shit. He was legendary, bro. He was a fucking legend, bro. You was the man, the myth. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I was there.
Your brand wasn't all of that though.
Damn.
At all. Like your reputation was not. Damn. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I fucked that up a long way. That's just so crazy. And we need to talk about that a little more too, like that reputation, like, because I was one of them kids where everybody fucking hated me.
Yeah, but they didn't know the real you. Nobody ever know the real you though.
You wouldn't, because
like
nobody exposed that to nobody.
Exactly. Nobody will know you here. That's the real you. You know what I'm saying? Like your kids, your spouse, they'll never truly know the real you. You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
Like no matter how much they think they know. So in that moment, like I know you was who you was. You reflected whatever type of energy you chose to reflect to make people not like you. Yeah. But they still didn't know you.
Yeah.
And that's why I chose to spend more time with you. Because I kind of felt like I knew you a little bit more.
Oh, shit.
On a deeper level type shit.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? So, all right. That's just kind of how it was.
I know.
Yeah, type shit.
The only reason I fucked with you because you ain't fuck with nobody.
Type shit.
That's the only reason. I'm like, why the fuck he ain't fuck with nobody? Only person I could see you fucking with was Dow. I'm like, damn. Like, you really ain't fuck with nobody. You was just all to it. And Dow went over there. It was like, you in your own little whole world and shit. Like, let me step in this motherfucking world. You think he about to have his own world and shit without me in that motherfucker? What the fuck is he talking about?
Playing the fucking game and shit in the basement, had a fro type shit. That's when the Call of Duty world came along, bro. That shit changed everything for me, bro.
Oh, man.
That was, to be honest with you, that phase was the reason why I set out to be successful.
Yeah.
I kept getting mad that I had to wake up and go to school.
Hell yeah.
And I wasn't able to sit here and play the game for the rest of my life.
Damn.
Like, and then I'm like, all right, now I'm done with school. I can play the game for the rest of my life. Nope.
Hell no.
I had to work a job.
Life
I'm
comes.
like, fuck. I gotta go to work.
Wendy's.
Oh, dog. Wendy's.
Damn.
Oh, dog.
Motherfucker.
Woo. That is, dude. And that's the reason I do what I do for the people who in that Wendy's lifestyle phase type shit.
Wendy's. That's
in that shit.
All I can say is, whatever company you do work in, just put some stock in that shit. Fuck it. You making this company way more money than they gonna ever be able to pay you.
That makes sense.
So just put some stock in it. If you're gonna be that good of a fucking employee, you making the fucking stock go up. You might as well go ahead and bet on your damn self.
I never thought of that shit though.
Man,
of course.
Nigga.
And that's how much is a fucking typical stock? $100.
You know?
Grab that bitch with a paycheck.
Little something.
Type shit. Damn, bro. That's a real nugget.
I'm telling you.
Listen, grab some stock with your job if you're going to be a top-notch motherfucking employee in that motherfucker.
You bringing the stock up. You know what I'm saying?
Motherfuckers got 8% of their paycheck going to 401k and shit. They got, you got your job investing the money for you. Like,
yeah.
You do that shit.
You do that shit. You going to get that same money. Trust me. Because that 401k, I done seen niggas lose that too. So
that shit gets
that shit ain't promised.
Time, bro. Once the economy crashed, you know how many 401ks go?
Oh my God.
And we definitely due for one any day now. Shit.
They say we got some shit coming. They say in the next 10 years, this shit supposed to crash.
I feel like you said in the next 10 years. I feel like in the next
3
months.
Damn, I wouldn't say that one. But yeah, they say 10. They say 10.
The way Trump,
yeah, Trump
he gonna tip the scale type shit.
Trump bad motherfucker.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta, man. I respect execution.
He's destined for greatness.
I respect execution. Now, you say he's destined for greatness. Like, what is it that he revealed to you that make you understand? Like, all right, maybe he ain't so bad. Maybe he does have an agenda that benefits other people.
I never knew who the fuck he was, but I knew who the fuck he was. So once you that type of human,
you're that type of human where nobody know who you are,
fuck you is,
but you know who they are.
I'm like, what the fuck? Oh, that's Trump. Like, I don't know what the fuck he ever did, but my whole life I'm like, that's Donald Trump right there.
Your whole life somehow you just heard about him.
Yeah,
I knew about him.
It's DP.
It's like Hugh Hefner.
That's Hugh.
You couldn't do nothing in life without hearing about Hugh.
Playboy Mansion. You know what I'm saying?
How could you not hear about that in your life?
The Trump Towers, like, it's just shit. This shit just, he's legendary. He you know what I'm saying? White or not. Hey, daddy gave him money or not. You know what I'm saying? We can't get mad because his daddy did what he had to do to get him
because a lot of daddies fuck up the bag.
Yeah, so.
You know what I'm saying?
My daddy was a punk-ass, weak-ass bitch, so.
Shit. And my pops could have set me up. I ain't gonna hate him.
You feel me? So.
I ain't gonna hate Pop.
Fuck it. You know what I'm saying?
And you make the most of that fucking opportunity.
Yeah, so that's how you got your son out here, daddy. You feel me?
And then you know what type of level I'm trying to get to? I'm trying to get to because he's already mastered not giving a fuck. He don't get 2 fucks about what me or you think about the decisions he makes.
Okay.
When you get to that point, man, you gonna move mountains.
Man.
Shit happens. Like, he gets shit done overnight type shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, whatever. But like, people like to use what he got going on as an excuse for them not executing shit. That's not no fucking excuse for you to be happy and build what you need to build in your life and stay out the fucking way. Like, why does what do they got going on even matter in the first place?
Right. I don't think it really matters.
Like, he cut welfare for a lot of people.
Man. People
who was able-bodied motherfuckers. Do you think that's fair?
I think it do. I think it is. Man, look, man. See, I'm unbiased. I know I'm black, But sometimes I'll be like, okay, he want to get motherfuckers off their ass. If they wasn't so comfortable in doing scams and taking the government money, then we'll be a better economy. But by them being so comfortable and knowing this money is coming and so dependent on it, they're not using their third eye to really get out here and be the human they're supposed to be. If Trump sat back and just collected food stamps, he wouldn't be shit.
Damn.
But he went out here and went to, you know what I'm saying, went and got it. You feel me? And we got that crutch that, you know what I'm saying, we all like, oh man, they hate us and all that. It's just so fucked up. I can't blame nobody. You know, I just look at it and be like, damn.
Man. I mean, it's so weird. Somehow I ended up on his daughter Instagram page.
Trump's?
Yeah.
Okay.
I forget her name, but she's
Trump,
something
yeah.
Trump.
Okay.
But yeah, I was on her page with, I wouldn't go near her.
Okay.
But I was empathetic on her page more than anything, because I'm like, damn, how does it feel to be a descendant of his?
Yeah.
And just automatically hate it because of
who you are and what has.
So I was just like looking at her content and just seeing what she was about, what she represents. She like exercise and she like hanging out with animals and shit like that.
Okay.
Yeah, she just said, think about what Donald Trump did. She said he loved this country so much that he gave up his whole life. He gave up his life for it. She didn't say whole life. Let me make sure I said that. She said he loved this country so much he gave up his life for it. To take on a role like being a president is giving up your life. Mm-hmm. Like, I could just be rich and then do that. Mm-hmm. But he like, you know what? I want to change something about this. And then run for fucking president. It's hats off. I think this is going to be an incredible story in 100 years.
He did say it. 25 years ago, he was going to be president. So.
He definitely said that, bro. He definitely said that. He fucking said it. He said it when he was 24 years old. Okay. So how can you hate on that? I never hate on that. I never hate on a man accomplishing a goal. I don't care if a man's goal was to cut off 100 heads. As long as it ain't my head or my family heads. You know what I'm saying? Like,
my nigga around the corner head. So
I'm saying my barber head. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like certain heads, but. You know, if that was his mission, his life mission, he set out to do that. You go live your life mission, my baby.
Right.
But I believe in karma, so whatever you do is gonna come back on your silly ass. So,
man, dumbass.
That's how it works. Man.
That's like this one time until y'all right, boom. So, I believe in laws of attraction. I've been fucking with it probably since I was about 10 or something.
Damn.
So, I always wanted a bike with pegs. But my mama never wanted me to have a bike with pegs on because she was like, I'm an only child. You see, mamas be on some, I'm going to go back to that shit, but mamas be on some super, they know shit before they even know shit. Like, so she like, you your only child, and they going to just push you off the bike. You know what I'm saying? They going to just take it from you because you ain't got no brothers to, you know what I'm saying, to help you out and shit. So I'm like, hell no, I'm a real nigga. You feel me? Nobody going to take shit from me, man. Like, fuck if they talk about. So, she ain't never bought me the bike and shit. So one day, you feel me? One day, I'm walking down the street. I look to the right, you feel me? I see a whole rhino on that bitch. That bitch got 4 pegs on there, everything. I'm like, damn, you feel me? I'm like, is this God? You feel me? Giving me this bitch, even though this bitch across the street in somebody else's yard. I'm like, this guy giving me this
bike
bitch.
in somebody else's yard. You feel like God gave it to you.
No, the bitch was on the side of the house. I've been walking this block my whole life. I've never seen this bike on the side of the house. I'm like, hold on, nigga. I'm like, I ain't never seen this bitch. So if this bitch split here, I'm like, nigga, you feel me? Did you give me this bitch? So I'm like, hold on. I'll walk up the block, boom. I walk back up the block. I'm like, damn, this bitch still right here. I'll do one more block. You know I want this bitch bad. I've been wanting this bitch my whole life. So I walk back up. I get to the corner. I plot. I look left, right. I'm like, fuck it. I'm about to go in for this bitch. Boom. I go take it. Ooh, ride down. I go 6 houses down. My house, hit the right. Boom. Stash it in the garage for about a week. I'm like, damn. Should I ride this bitch or what? You feel me? I repaint it, spray painted and everything. I painted like black and purple. Thought I had the coldest bike, so now I'm riding, and now I'm like, damn, ain't nobody know this bitch. You know what I'm saying? This is my shit. Now this bitch black and purple and everything. Man, like a week went past, a nigga stole the bitch back. I'm like, oh my God, I was so hurt.
How old was you at the time?
I was about 12.
12. That was was that like your first like most blatant interaction with karma? Like the most obvious one, like
that was like one like damn nigga, I took this shit and this bitch got took right back, like you feel me, like god damn, that was one of the ones that's I'm taking to my grave,
type
you feel
shit.
me? Like everybody, everything else.
Remember this so vividly,
because everything, I wanted that bike so much.
Lefts and rights and shit.
I wanted that bike so.
But in the fact that you were so young, because when I was younger, like I used to steal toys and shit. Okay. Like my homeboy had like an action figure I wanted, I steal it and shit. Yeah. I was a fucking scumbucket. Yeah. So like, and it's interesting what you said. You said when you saw that bike, even though it wasn't yours, it felt like it was meant for you. Yeah. For me, that's how it felt. It felt like that. And that's the selfish mindset. Yeah. You know, we like I said, as humans, we are selfish naturally. Mm-hmm. You learn to grow out of that, but. Mm-hmm. Like, it felt like that toy was there for me, or that object or item that I wanted was there for me at the time. And that was the ultimate selfish mindset. Like, give me that. And it always came back on me some type of fucking way.
Oh, the toy break or some type
something,
of shit.
Bro. Like, always some bullshit.
Man.
That's dope. That's dope that you had that, though. That's what's up, man.
I can't believe they stole that bitch back, though. I was sick. Then they told me, like, I seen a nigga with your bike, like, they ain't do shit. But man, he was gone. Like,
well, yeah, it's kind of like both ours. We don't leave it at my house.
Leave it at my house.
Hell yeah, man. So, man, let me ask you this, too, bro, because I know, you're supposed to start the little Fat James, skits and shit. Yeah. What was the thing that really stopped you from, getting out here and trying to be as creative as you could possibly be, as far as putting out content? What was the biggest, like, thing that held you back?
As far as like my life right now, I feel like right now I'm just not set up to, put my all into something. I feel like if I can't give it my all, why fuck around with it? If I'm only gonna just do it 10 or 15%, I'm just like, nah, I just really can't do it. Because once I want to get it, I'm gonna have to, really settle down and get all the way into it. And I just feel like right now I just can't give it my all. So I feel like why bother?
I feel that, and I feel like a lot of us can like, cause it's like when you used to seeing good high quality ass content, you start to get creative in your own mind. Like I can create something like this. If I had the right material, if I had a fucking drone, I could do some shit like this. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we start to measure ourselves to their standards almost. But really, in reality, the only thing that matters is the message. Not necessarily the way it's delivered, but as long as the message gets there, you've done your job. So the goal is just communication. All right. If you can communicate right now, this is the time. Because you know how many variables is out there in the universe? Like a piano could fall on your head doing anything in the world at any time, like come through this roof type shit. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna have legs tomorrow. I got them bitches right now. And so I gotta make the most of what I got right now type shit. So, right. I know you said like, you don't want to be able to give it 15%, but you never know when you're gonna be able to even give it 10 more %.
Yeah, you're right. I don't know that. But, in my life, I have just, I have just gave the what the fuck and I don't give a fuck type shit. That's how I be. Like, you know what I'm saying? I understand that. So that's like how you live. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, you know what I'm saying? I might not be this tomorrow, but I'm like, I'm on some today shit right now. You feel me? And right now, I got a lot of shit on my plate today. So once I start scraping shit off my shit, I feel like I had some more room for some more. But I got a lot of shit on my shit. So I'm like, damn. You feel me? Every time I try to put the James shit on my shit, I'm like, damn, that shit just keep falling off my plate. I'm like, damn, falling off my plate.
I get it.
So I'm like, you feel me? I'm like, fuck, I can't really eat. You know what I'm saying?
I think, and like, think about LeBron type shit, right?
Yeah.
Like, I know maybe a lot of shit didn't get in his way, but I'm pretty sure some shit did try to get in his way. It's just the natural thing in life. Like, shit pile up on him. Like Eric Thomas and shit, one of the greatest motivational speakers of all time. He's just like, look, all the shit he was going through, he like, I used it as opportunity. So he like, I turned my weird, strange relationship with my dad into a best-selling book. Like, your problems got to become your content type shit.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm glad I came today, because that might be what I do.
Type shit. Make your problems the content. Yeah. Like, this is the journey. This is what the character is trying to figure out.
Yeah, because fucking around with my biological father, I almost got locked up for murder. So, there'd be some nice little points in there.
That sounds like some deep ass shit right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. 14-year-old, just imagine. You almost getting locked up for murder.
Exactly. So maybe that's the unlock for you know. You know what I'm saying? But man, I feel like you gotta tap into that like as soon as possible. Like, cause like I feel like the goal really, as long as you paying attention to where attention is shifting, then you always gonna be, you know, in good position to make your attack. Cause maybe, you know, 2020 ain't your year to attack. Maybe you building other parts of your foundation. But I feel like, and I've been using this lately, you're gonna love it. I feel like in the game of spades, the ace of spades trumps the other 51 cards. So if there's a way I'm going to live my life, I'm like, what can I do that trumps doing everything else? And I feel like right now, like putting out content, building a personal brand is that ace of spades. It trumps trying to build credit. I can do that later once my personal brand is have more leverage. Fuck trying to buy a house. I'll buy a house later once my personal brand is where it needs to be. Forget trying to, like, you know, start a business with thousands of and borrow somebody else's money that I don't got until my personal brand is where it need to be, because everything else will flourish afterwards. More opportunity finds its way to you. So it's like, I think that should be the goal right now, to figure out how the ways you can build that personal brand. Like, I guarantee you, as me and you talking right now, I probably just got like 2 more subscribers. Like, not to brag at all, but to tell you how the thing could start to even be built on the slow scale, because slow motion is better than no motion.
Correct. Now, as far as brand building, I think I'm more of a hand-to-hand brand builder. You know, if I could say that, I feel like the people
like an in-person type.
Yeah, the people that know me, you know me. You know, it's like your people. They are, you know, your subscribers, but I feel like my brand, the people that are with me, they're more like my family, you know, like it's gonna be like, you know, it's like the people that's gonna sell my story, then they're gonna die for it, you know. It's gonna be like, you know, because I've been hand to hand with each one of these people, you know, and that's how, you know, I done got this far, because, you know, it was people that was heard all across the world and there wasn't no internet. So how the fuck did niggas know about niggas King David and all these motherfuckers? You feel me? Like, how you all across the world? So they traveling across seas with some ear shit.
Information and shit. Just
with just some ears.
They had, right.
That's all we need is ears. So I can get far.
You know where I got to give you credit? You was one of the first people that I ever heard say, like, you was one of the first people to say, like, you want your life, the way you live it, the way you treat other people, the generosity that you give to the people that you're loyal to.
Okay.
You want it to be all about the funeral.
Okay.
You said you wanted to have an amazing ass funeral.
Oh yeah.
When you got up out of here.
Oh yeah.
And so now I like heard Gary say that.
Oh yeah.
And he like, look, everything I do, the reason why I put out free content, the reason why I'm just trying to impact so many lives every single day for the rest of my existence, is so I can have an amazing ass funeral.
Hell yeah.
He said, cause that's your grand finale.
Man,
that's
I'm
the last
so
stamp.
Fucking mad if I don't get to see that shit, dog. Damn.
He said, if I don't get to see that.
Swear to God, they
better get content.
No, they better. Man, fuck content. I better be able to, nigga. They better get some content. That shit, that content better be able to go to www.atheaven.com at that bitch. And I better be able to log in my shit. I swear to God, nigga.
See the whole shit.
Better be a Heaven Facebook at that bitch. For real, I better be able to log in, because that's all I'm really here for. And my shit gonna be so genuine, though. That's really what I want to live by. Like, I just, you know, I don't know. I just had that shit where I just wanted it to be genuine to every human. They gonna hate me or love me, but you're not gonna, you know what I'm saying, break me. You feel me? Just, I know people be like, oh, this how you supposed to do shit. I'm saying, says who? Another human? You know, telling me some shit like that. So, because these other 1,000 humans said this how you supposed to do it, that's how I'm supposed to do it. Yeah. Suck my dick. You know what I'm saying? So, that's how I feel.
That's easy, man. And I feel like that's why, like, a lot of us, like, we just give in to these norms, obviously, because you see everybody else doing the same thing. Yeah. You just kind of, like, live existence without even questioning certain norms.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that's why I feel like it's so important for us to snap our kids out of that shit early. Yeah. Like, snap out of this norm. Yeah. You don't have to do this, like I hear Instagram finna get rid of likes and shit real soon. And that's going to change a lot, because social media created insecurities with people.
Yeah, they gonna fuck up everything with that.
A lot of people going to lose their jobs, bro. Like, they livings.
Because
And obviously, once attention shifts away from the mobile devices and these platforms, and it go towards audio devices, because audio devices make things happen faster, women with big booties gonna lose their leverage out here in the marketplace too. Like they gonna lose their audiences because it ain't gonna be as visual. It's still gonna be visual, but not as visual. Our devices is gonna be more voice activated. That's when podcasts gonna really skyrocket. Like I want to hear more shit. You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna have to find a way to be more creative.
They just have an ass.
Yeah. So opportunity is always just gonna shift, man, towards the needs of the whole, according to Wallace Waddles in the Science of Getting Rich. Opportunity tries to look for how can I benefit the most people? Not necessarily just one individual man, but the most people at once. Right now, the internet has given the opportunity to the most people at once, and it's like it's still so new. We at the forefront. We 40 seconds in. We still don't even know what it's finna be for future generations and shit.
Well, YouTube really started this shit. YouTube paying motherfuckers.
YouTube
for regular ass shit that they record in their basement because another motherfucker want to watch that. Oh my god, mind blowing.
What was the first shit you seen like that?
I think Soulja Boy brought me to YouTube for sure.
Soulja Boy, he responsible for you know what? That's why that was their first form of social influence. Really, they're like, how can we generate more attention to this?
It was it was MySpace, and then
so those brands worked with him.
I followed him from MySpace. I heard the buzz. I was in I think I was like in 10th grade, and I heard the buzz all through my high school. Like, damn, Soulja Boy. So I'm looking him up. Boom, I go to MySpace. Then I'm hearing this music. You gotta go on to his other streams, you know. So I followed him to Bebo, then I followed him to YouTube, and I'm like, damn, what the fuck is this? I'm like, hold on. Anybody could just put a video on this bitch?
Type shit. Damn.
I'm like, damn.
Wait a minute. Yeah, that would have been weird to me the first time I seen it.
Because, you know, Google videos, I didn't really understand how to... I mean, it was Google videos, but I didn't understand how did they get on there. But now, once I got older, I see they were just links from all other sites, and, you know, that they're, you know, partner with. Yeah. And
but we never, as kids, we never really dived into
so YouTube, once you could just get on YouTube and upload a video, oh my God, it was just like, and people, you know, when did they start paying for ads? When did they start paying for views though? Like what? Because I know it wasn't just right off the bat.
I think like streaming prices became like relevant like 2008, but it wasn't like significant as it is like now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think you was getting paid for more money per view. Because the platforms are still so new. But now, like, content is in demand on there, so it's like plenty of people uploading content, so that like they can't pay you as much per view now. So it's broken down like 0.00001% type shit. I didn't make the direct link like, yo, this is an opportunity for me to like spread my own influence, create my own cult, create my own religion, whatever the fuck you trying to create out here.
Yeah, because I fucked that up. Because I got on there and was doing all that silly ass shit.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. That shit was yesterday.
Yeah, it was 06.
We still in there. We at the forefront of this whole thing. Yeah. We still got time to still take up our real estate on these platforms, no matter if it's called YouTube or Jigjaw. You know, just focusing on where the attention is shifting. We know now how to leverage ourselves moving forward. Because now that we can communicate at scale, like, we can always bring awareness to whatever projects we got going on.
Right.
But we gotta always be live. Like period. Like just keeping the cameras rolling.
Stay live, yeah, everybody.
This nigga Gary asked his cameraman to sleep with him.
Damn.
Like, are you gonna be comfortable being in the same bed as me? Cause I'm trying to be live 24/7.
Oh, Gary on some next level shit.
But that's how serious it is. Cause he like, look, if I can go back to being 16, I will film every goddamn minute of being in that fucking liquor store bag of ice.
Hell yeah. The niggas ain't even believe him, and then it'll be a hell of a testimony.
Hell of a testimony. So now every video that I put out, all I want is historical reference.
Hell yeah.
I want to be able to go back 10 years and be like, hey, look what I said 10 years ago.
Hell yeah.
Nah, look what I said.
That's just like
Lil Nas.
That was
that video went viral right away. That was incredible.
Next level.
That was incredible, bro.
That nigga said next year. See where I'll be next year. Then he came on that. I was like, damn.
The only way you could be the only way you could be as confident as somebody like that is by putting in the work. Putting in the work is the secret. So what Lil Nas X did was he took advantage of TikTok.
Yeah.
It might have still been No, it was TikTok at the time, but he took advantage of it.
TikTok hashtags, yeah. He hit
before he even put out the song, he was creating content to the song on TikTok, which made people want to use that song more for their content. Yeah. And now we wondering why we using this beat, but like, hey, what's the name of the song, by the way? Oh yeah, it's Lil Nas. So now, like, let me hear the whole song. Man. And next thing you know, now it's being in demand and shit on the radio and everywhere.
So he basically, he
was creative.
Yeah, just like Soulja Boy. Back to Soulja Boy. To give him another shout out. Soulja Boy said he got on by tagging 50 Cent.
He did. He named a lot of his projects after, like, his content was named after like 50 Cent content, which I think was a scumbucket way, but he did what he had to do to get relevant.
It worked. And 50 Cent was hot at that time. You know, had the hottest album, hottest artist out. So I know he know everybody type of 50 Cent. So he was pretty much genius.
Because this is the thing. This is what I'm thinking too. Like, being an artist is so difficult. I ain't gonna say difficult. If that's who you are, that's who you are. But when you're portraying to be somebody, and now like the brand you built this after, you have to fully live that shit. That sucks. Like Tekashi, let's say he was really a good guy, but have to live up to this stupid shit. Like, cause he built his brand off this shit. So like, I feel like when you build your brand off that scumbucket shit, it's hard for you to convert into that genuine person that you know you are.
Yeah, fuck you up a lot.
So like the foundation I'm building my brand on, all authenticism, being who I am, letting my audience know where I'm at the journey, staying with my fucking moms. Like, building my brand from an authentic foundation is gonna make that so much easier for me when I'm 40 and shit. Like, imagine like the power that my brand is gonna have then. Like, I'm 26 now, and the influence that I have, you know what I'm saying? This on a small scale, so it's like, just being you all the way will eventually play out in your favor. No matter what your passion was to begin with, if it was weak ass Pokemon cards, or like you just like fucking cartoons and shit, like Supreme Dream. Them dudes, like, they like all that, like, what they call that shit, like the
Supreme Dream,
the Anime. Supreme Dreams, him and his boys, they create content and stuff. Okay. Like, you seen the one like with the Amber Alert, you know, like what they expect you to do when the Amber Alert happened. He ran outside and shit, like got in the car, drove off and shit. Like,
yeah, I can't.
Okay, all right, cool. Content creators, you gonna get
that. We gonna get that one. But God damn, I wish I had seen that one.
Yeah, but yeah, like, so like what I'm saying is, like, no matter what you're interested in, like, as long as you stick to that thing and build your brand off the foundation of the things you like, it's always gonna work out. Yeah. I feel like it's literally fail proof. Yeah. Like, how can you fucking fail?
Because it's you.
It's you. Yeah. The whole way.
Yeah. But I feel like, yeah, you're right. And anybody could have came up on that Lil Nas. So by him blowing up, if you would have tagged all your videos Lil Nas, I think it would have been an easy way, just the same way as that Soulja Boy effect.
Yeah.
So that's another good bubble to anybody. If you see somebody trending, hashtag your videos as them, and you're gonna be pretty good.
That's what's up, man. But dude, I definitely want to thank you, man, for blessing me, like I said, with the presence, man, coming on the platform, speaking your voice. You know what I'm saying? I want to have you back for sure.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna be back.
Hopefully I'm on your show next time. You know what I'm saying?
Probably not. Hell no. But I'm definitely going to be back, because the whole point is, I'm not building my show. We're going to build this show. So if I got somebody, guess what? If I got an artist or something, they're going to come talk on this show. Because I'm about building one brand and then breaking off into other brands.
Okay.
So I'd rather build this podcast up first before I even think about a podcast.
Man, that's extremely unselfish, dude. All I can say is thank you.
Oh, yeah. Appreciate it.
I already know you're going to share it and shit, because all you do is show love.
Hell yeah.
You know, all that good shit. Thank you, bro.
Oh, yeah. Like the fuck in.